Yay!
We just made it. We just made it just in time. We just did it. Whew. Crazy.
Okay. Hello, everybody. It's another redo.
Because I'm the worst, and my apartment building wanted to sabotage me. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, how's it going, everybody? Super Raccoon Bros, and back for another welcome back to the SuperRacoonAnime channel, and we're back for another redo of a Q&A with the voice of Tomo-chan, that is Lexi Nieto.
Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry I'm the worst.
No, it's not your fault. It's just that some things might happen in inconvenient timing. So let's hope that we get enough time.
Yes, we should be good today. I hope. I'm gonna say that, and then the building will actually be on fire. So who's to say?
Yeah. So let's hopefully we get some questions that need to be answered.
I know we had a couple we didn't get to last time, and I feel terrible.
It's okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready this time.
All right. Let's just do it with a question now.
Sure.
Right. What do you think makes the relationship between Tomo and Junichirou? I'm bad.
You said it right. You said it right.
Junichirou. Okay, so compelling. And how do you try to convey their dynamic through your performance?
Yes. Okay, I remember we left off on this one last time because it's a great question and it's so good. It's beautiful, right? Because they've been so close since they were little and they have so much in common, and they find themselves being so close to each other without knowing like basic information like the gender they were assigned at birth. But they still, bonded and still became so close. So I think that it is a testament to the point of the show that it doesn't matter. But I don't know. It's just fun, and they're able to have fun together, and their dynamic is different than a normal friendship because they do beat the crap out of each other. But that's how they've grown up. That's how they communicate. It's not it only now becomes kind of an issue because he realizes, oh, your body is built biologically different than mine, and you could potentially get hurt quicker than I could. I don't know. I love it. I love how much they connect on a level that they don't even realize that they are so similar, and they just fit together again, like I said, without even really realizing it. Conveying that in my performance, I don't know. I think it works luckily well because Rico and I are similar and that we are also similar. And our energy kind of just go together like that. So I don't know. I wouldn't even say that it's something I actively think about. It's just good, really good casting. Thanks to Caitlin.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it with the casting, and I really enjoyed the performances of how you convey with the characters and how you really portray it, because you guys were seeming really fun. It's almost like you really are tugging to each other during the show, and how you performed it. It's really good. I don't expect anything. I don't expect anything top tier voice acting. I expect something to really fit in the mood and how it really portrays in this show. That is what I'm expecting, and I really enjoyed the show in the dub. Like I mostly saw it in the dub because I didn't saw it in the first sub because they sharing it in both sub and dub. So I'm watching it in dub mostly. So I don't have time to read. I don't have time to read.
I think they're both great. I think the original is also an incredible performance because we listened to the original right before we do ours, like as a reference. So I get to hear all of Rie's incredible work, and she's fantastic. And I know that this isn't a character that she typically plays, and I would have never guessed because it sounds ridiculously natural and it's hilarious. She's so good.
Yeah, she is really good. So yeah, I did see the whole thing, the show, there's Tomo-chan, and after seeing the whole thing and during the final episode, I really like the final episode, but I still like the 12th episode before the final episode because it really brings in such an amazing atmosphere of really brings it such a good feeling how it finally came to be, and it really brings such a warmth to my heart of how I just really enjoyed with these two characters finally to get together. Because look how long, I swear to God, this take like 2 seasons. I'll be pissed. I'm just kidding. Not really. I'm not gonna be pissed. It would just be dragging. But I'm glad that they finally come together. In the next episode, we just see so much more antics of getting much more awkwardness, trying to at least become much more of a relationship. It's very odd. And then something and then something about a romance movie.
Oh yeah.
She had to like stare into that poster of two people kissing, and then had to stare at it for a week to not get a hot head. Well,
Oh
guess
yeah,
what?
I get it.
She,
That's what everybody laughs at that, but I'm like, girl, same. I understand that.
yeah,
Trying to
and
like,
then suddenly,
yeah.
yeah, and then suddenly, this movie, you thought you were prepared for that. You just get to the moment of the action, but then suddenly it turned into way too far, and then suddenly, my favorite joke is that seeing June so focused on the movie. He was invested.
I think
It
it's
was
very
great.
sweet. It's so at that moment is great. That we all laughed a lot when we watched that for the first time.
Yeah, but my next favorite part is just when Tomo was asking to sit by next to June, and guess what? He blast offs again.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. That's another one that we cracked up at too. It's so good.
Yeah, yeah, it's just one of those anime humors that we expect in
Yeah.
sometimes for shows.
Yeah, any of
Yeah,
those moments where he's sitting there, like it happens during the beach episode too, where he has like an explosion happening, but he's just silent. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. And what I like also about the final episode is that they leave one much more layer of what the means of the relationship is. That can June really protect her even if she is
Mm-hmm.
strong? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what I like about the episode is that uh Tomo's dad, Goro, I think is his
Yes.
name. Yeah. Well, Goro has his own reasons. It might cost to be for Tomo to be alone because he's afraid that if June cannot take up to the task of defeating him, he just might end up just leaving her behind, and she might get hurt or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he's trying to prove that which much of the skills or what dangers is going outside in the world. He has to make sure that June is really the match and really is that he is someone who can protect the girl that he loves, that is Tomo. And
Right.
that's what I like about the episode. It makes me
Mm-hmm.
understand about Goro. So yeah, I really enjoy that because he really cares about his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and he want to make sure that June is really has really earned the blessing of winning Tomo's heart. And yeah, that was really good. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
there was so many layers that they
Yeah.
actually did something different. Like at first, it was just a oh okay, it was just a anime I can watch, but maybe I'll take my time. But then suddenly when I keep watching, it really progresses how the course of the series went on. It
Mm-hmm.
was really amazing.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for saying that. It's very. I think it is a very special show for sure.
Yeah, but I'm kind of sad that it may be over. But
Mm-hmm.
I really hope I get to collect it.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
So
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed. Okay, let's see. What's the next question? Hmm. How do you think Tomo-chan would react to meeting her voice actor in real life? And what would you say to her?
Oh man, it's weird, right? Because she's 16. She just turns 15 or 16 in the show. So she's young. She's very young. But she's also huge. So I feel like I'd still be kind of scared of her. But she's so nice. That's the thing. If I don't give her a reason to be angry with me, or like if I am not like, Mifune and Ogawa, where they're like, hey, what's your problem? And she's like, okay, so you want to throw down behind the building. They're like, no, my God. Because I would never do that. I don't know. She's nice, so I know that she would be nice to me, and we would probably hang. Um,
Yeah,
I
it's
would.
kind of
I
like
mean,
the
go ahead.
it's kind of like with the Teen Titans Go scenario where the Teen Titans meet their voice actors in the
Yeah,
200th
right,
episode.
right, right. And it's so good. And then they did. I think they did a bit right with Scooby Doo, where they like animated the voice actors in the studio of all of them like sitting in the microphones. It's a really good. It's a really good little bit with all of them. I would want to compliment her on how strong she is. I would say that I would want to like go to the gym with her or train with her, but I know she'd kick my ass. So I'd be like, can you do it on like super baby easy mode? Extra baby easy mode for me. Cause I want to be tough too and I want to be strong, but like it's gonna take me a long time to get to where you are. Um so maybe
Yeah.
that. And then I would want to go with her and June to the ramen shop because that food all looked so good and it made me super hungry. So I would want
Mm.
to, yeah, I'd want to I'll treat him. I'll treat him to dinner at the ramen shop. And then I'll like won't be the third wheel. I'll be like, hey, you guys are great. Okay, I'm leaving. Exactly. And then they can have a nice little dinner that neither of them had to pay for. I paid for it. So perfect. I'll treat them to dinner at the ramen shop.
Mm. All right. Let's see. What can we check out? Well, I guess I can share something because there's something in Twitter that I found just recently that I want to share with you real quick.
Sure.
When did you take this?
Oh, so that was part of the same photo shoot that we posted in the beginning. I just saved this one. So this one is like the manga cover. The
Uh-huh.
first manga cover. And I wanted to save it to post to the last episode. But yeah, we took all those pictures in the same day.
Wow.
Back in December, I think.
You look so different without your glasses and your hair down. But wow, you really
Yeah.
fit. You really fit in this picture right here.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I'm really happy that people seem to like it so much. It was really special. I just wanted to do it for me, just for fun, but people thought it was really cool. So I'm thrilled.
Yeah, and I can see your face that you're trying to hold in your laughter.
Yeah. There were
And
I mean, if you scroll to the last one in this thread, you can see an unedited picture from the photo shoot of me and Rico where I just can't keep it together and I'm totally laughing.
oh,
But
really?
it's to be the last one in the thread of all the stuff that I found very special about the experience of working on this show.
Yeah, yeah. That's really amazing. That's really, really amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yee. All right, let's see. What else do we have? If you could choose one character from any other anime to have a crossover with Tomo-chan as a girl, who would it
Man.
be and why?
Oh man. Okay. Oh, this is hard because I'm so biased, right? Because like you can see all my favorite characters back here on my wall, and then like I have a whole other thing behind the camera up here. Shoot. Okay. I don't know if this counts as an anime because Persona 5 technically has an animation that's like just the story of the video game, but like super duper condensed into an anime. But I really think that Ryuji and Tomo would get along. Again, I'm so biased because he's there we go. One of my favorite characters. He's right here. But literally, like when I was just getting into voiceover stuff, I was like, okay, what is my sound? Like I have a whole theater thing of like what I look like, what my type is, because my physical appearance helps with that. But for just my voice type, it may not be anything that looks like me. It may be completely different. But I was like, I would really love to voice a female Ryuji because he's like the tough kid, but he's super nice. He just has a temper. And so when he gets angry, he gets into trouble because he'll get into a fight and then people think that he's, like a scary bully kind of character, but he's just actually a sweetheart and he really does believe in the greater good. And he wants to stick up for, the kids that can't stick up for themselves. So I really want Tomo and Ryuji to hang out and like maybe go grab a beef bowl together or something and like maybe like spar, like maybe not spar because Ryuji's he's a track kid, so maybe they can like go to the gym together or like work out together or something. I think they would have a lot of fun. And also I love that, and it's me projecting because I want to hang out with Ryuji and Tomo, so I think that would be super fun.
That might be completely a bizarre adventure to just do with someone who's a trainer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's great. I don't remember if he was like captain of the track team, but he was like the star of the track team. And then it's a whole. I don't want to spoil the game. You should really play it. It's an incredible game.
I'm trying to keep up. But man, you were going quick with that character.
He just know that he's the best in the world. That's all you got to know. He's a good boy, and I love him.
Ah, man, that's crazy. Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? Get your taste in music ready, Lexi, because this question is about what song will best represent Tomo-chan.
That's so hard because the music in the show is so good, and oh man, okay. I would have to like do some research on this. I want to find a really good one. Oh no. Okay.
I think I remember it, but what fits in the mood is this music. Yeah, it's something with the drums adding in, and with the warp, a little bit of the warp music.
Yeah.
yeah, that type of music. It really fits in the mood of Tomo. He's just how I say it, like she fits in the mood of just something like she brings the mood like she's just what am I saying again? I try to figure out what's the meaning of the music of that part. I think the point of that is just some music part of the show, but what I need to think about it is that it really fits in the persona of Tomo because it just brings in some baby steps of just she might be somewhere she might be feeling awkward when her crush is there, or maybe brings in the mood of just a average day where we knew about the characters, just seeing them, just seeing like oh something's happening kind of music. Yeah, like
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
man. I gotta really think about. Oh man. Because immediately I go through. I'm literally wearing merchandise of my favorite musician right now. His name is Corey
Cool.
Wong. He's my favorite in the whole wide world. He does a lot of instrumental stuff. So like immediately I think of stuff that when he uses more of like a rock guitar, like a more crunchy sound. Um, but I don't know if any of those songs would like totally fit because she has that like tough exterior, but she's like, I don't know. This is probably something I'd have to think about and then like because this is very important to me, I feel like. This is like a big one. Yeah, I will put a pin in it and then when I think of it I can like put it on Twitter or something. Cuz I want to think about this one. This is a good one.
Yeah, just put a pin on it.
Yeah. Cuz that's good. I'm going to keep thinking about this.
Yeah. Number 10. What's the most awkward and
Oh
line and
man.
favorite line to say as your character in the booth?
That's so tough because it goes so fast and thankfully Tomo has so many. I mean, one that stuck with me literally since episode 1 was the sweet DNA he just low key made out with my chopsticks. Like that's what even is that? That's hysterical. Um, and then in the last episode, the oh my god, he's obsessed with it though. That made Rico laugh really hard. So that made me happy. Um, oh gosh. I'm trying to think of favorites first because I don't know if there's like an awkward one that like made me uncomfortable per se. Like I would say anything awkward would just be like the wording was weird that we had to change it because it sounded weird. Maybe anytime that we had to say karate instead of karate, I had to like think about it because we're trying to give respect to the Japanese pronunciation.
How
Or
you
then and
learn?
then in the like episode 3 or 4, the karaoke instead of karaoke was like, that's right, we're not white. Um, so that was just like making sure that I remembered certain pronunciations of things. Uh oh man. Yeah, I think those are what's coming to mind. So those were fun. Those were fun.
Okay. Hmm. What did you think of the season finale of Tomo-chan? And if Tomo was rewatching the finale, how would she react? She
Oh,
would
that's
be.
so cute.
I'm calling it right now. She might be sobbing and really flustered and really. She is so happy that she is seeing this moment. It's kind of like a memory playback, like you
Right,
just
exactly.
thing like in the years or something like that. You just remember this is what happened
Right.
in your memory.
I feel like
Yeah,
she would laugh a lot, but also like need a punching bag or something to like hold on to because she'd be like, "That was so stupid. That was so stupid. Why did we do that?" But I think it'd be sweet. I think it would be, especially if they watch it together. If Tomo and June are watching it together, I think that'd be really sweet for them to reminisce on that. But I loved it. I mean, we like I said, well maybe I didn't say it. A bunch of the cast and crew got together at my apartment to watch the last episode together. So that was really, really nice. So that was very special to be able to. It was like because we all watched the first episode together and then we came back to watch the last one. So it's just really sweet to all be there and listen to each other, and it was really cool. It was really, really cool. I
it's,
really enjoyed it.
it's really amazing. It's really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed the finale. Okay, finally, we have a comment from the comic section.
All right.
What is the most memorable Tomo-chan fan experience you had?
Oh gosh, I haven't really had many, at least in person, because I was lucky enough when I went to my HeroCon back in the beginning of February. That was the first time that I had been like at a convention before, and I had people recognize me and like people be like, "Is that you?" So that was really cute. There was a couple of folks who were very sweet and came to some of the panels that I hosted and took a picture with me. And then I had my first ever autograph that a sweet person had a poster that he had Rico and Jade already signed. So and then he asked me to sign it. So we took a photo together. So that was just really cool because it's my first time signing something for Tomo. So I was like, that's really cool. Um, and just people are very sweet online, and the responses to it have been very kind, and people giving nice compliments and being very sweet about the dub, which is very nice to hear because a lot of times dubs don't get a lot of love. So it's been very sweet. The reception has been very, very kind.
Yes. I see what you mean. Is that ever since I've been doing YouTube for like, I don't know, like maybe 5 or 6 years is what I'm counting right now. It says that I haven't barely got much more interaction with my audience, but then suddenly there's some people who is supportive and understanding. Like I'm just someone who just needs much more appreciation, and it makes me feel like there's someone out there that is really want to bring in much more support. And I really appreciate that is someone like a fan that can really appreciate something that's like simple, like reactions. Who he just sees, and then someone sees you, that you are really bringing something different, and other than just not trying, you are trying.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I really enjoy that, and YouTube is just the experience for me, and I'm pretty sure ever since you went from performance to voice acting, I'm pretty sure that that is a new chapter in your book of what you need to go move on to. And for me, YouTube is something I like to do, what I like to create, and then really meeting other people. That's something I never got to into the reach. What I said again before is just really, really new to me, and I never thought I made it to reach this goal. And soon I will bring in a new, different and my difference in my channel is that maybe one day I might bring in such a review, like review media, like
Yeah,
shows
yeah.
or movies like that. But soon, I really hope I get to do that.
Absolutely. Heck
Working
yeah,
on it.
get after it.
Working on one. Yeah, working on it, but we'll see. Let's see. Next question. Do you share any
Oh my god.
characteristics with Tomo?
Well, I heard we sound a lot alike. Thank you, thank you. That's my time. Um,
Yeah, yeah, you
um,
made the voice, but what are the characteristics of the
right,
character?
right, right. I mean, shoot, getting. I've been mistaken. My brother was mistaken for me one time, so that's being mistaken for a boy.
Yep, there's one.
um, she's a lot she's a lot tougher than I am, and she's a lot more, I think, intimidating than I am because I am, obviously smaller than she is, and I think I have I think okay, here's something. What people will think that I'm angry when I'm not because I do have my enthusiasm is kind of aggressive. So sometimes people will think that I'm angry about something when in reality I'm just really excited. Um, but I'm like yelling and I'm like, "Oh, I love this so much." And they're like, "Whoa, whoa, I'm scared." Um, so we have a kind of like unintentionally aggressive temperaments, I suppose. um, and then we overthink things to hell and back. I do the same thing. I will overthink things forever, consulting my friends about everything and everything. Um, oh man, having outbursts too of just like being so pent up and like whatever, and then just like especially in the last episode where she's like, "What is going on? I just wish I could do this. Why do I need to keep thinking about it?" And she just like has those outbursts. Like I get it. I'm the same. I find myself screaming all the time. That's why when people are sweet enough to ask, like, "Oh, was the screaming hard for you?" I was like, "No," because that's just what I that's me. That's how I communicate. Um, and like getting flustered
Ooh.
and talking fast, like even like I'm doing now. Which was really fun because I that's something that of myself that I could bring to the character that it's supernatural because it's just me. Um, yeah, and just being a silly little goof. And she likes making friends, so I like making friends. Um, yeah, I'm lucky enough to see a lot of myself in her, which is very very cool that I could bring myself to this character.
Mhm. Yeah, that's really bringing an amazing deep analysis because you really bring such a connection from a fiction character to your own personality, how you really fit into the role. It really brings such a understanding that sometimes dubs are hit or miss, but
Hmm.
it's almost like they really are bringing their best of what they are, and it doesn't deserve that hate. It's just that it needs to take its time and really bring in the all as they can. Even some of them might be have limitations. It's just
Absolutely.
something. Yeah, you don't need to hate on the dub just because it's not familiar to the sub. It's just that how they really bring in such a difference. Because if it's like I don't know, like if we really try to at least try to copy much of the other sub actors, it just seems like they're not really giving them much more personality or characterization of their own character in the dub.
Right, exactly. Every no two people will do anything exactly the same. So it's amazing to see what different people will bring to the same words.
Mhm. Okay, do we get another comment in my banners? What kind of story would you create for Tomo if you had a chance to write a
Ooh.
story arc for her? Okay,
Hmm.
now that is interesting.
That's fun. I want to I want something where we could do something similar to the dodgeball thing where Tomo and Jun were on a team instead of fighting each other. I want them
Mhm.
to be on a team and be able to do something like they have their rivalry, which keeps them at their best. So then when they're able to work together, then it's like super crazy. So I don't know what I would want them to do together per se, but I want them to be able to be on a team and I want to see that how that would play out is them working together and like building what their teamwork looks like and strategizing and how they would in actual performance what they would do and how that would play out. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would be interesting about bringing such a story arc about like something simple as dodgeball could really bring so much more layers to the character, like something that might be holding back, something that you are trying to achieve is such a goal, and it really brings that you want to bring some layers and depth to the character that's Tomo.
Hmm.
That's really interesting.
And I would want to see if there'd be any issues, like what kind of like disagreements they might get into, or like how like what would happen when they are on a team together. I would just be so interested to see that.
Yeah, so Lexi, I'm asking you now. This not part of the banners, but if there is a chance that if the show creators are planning to maybe if they're planning to do a season two, what like if not really a possibility, but a theory if they do, what do you think would you want in a season two of Tomo-chan as a girl? What do you think
Oh
they want to
man.
expand upon this story? If I'm not saying like I want it to be, I'm just saying as a theory of what might have been.
Yeah, I have no clue. Just because the manga is over. They covered the whole story, like the overarching story. But
Yeah.
apparently there were some things that were excuse me, left that were in the manga that were left out in the show. So the
Uh
only
huh.
thing that I could even think of would to be like revisiting those and like making those little stories that were missed in the show, like little OVAs or something. I have no idea, but that'd be cool. That'd be sick. I would love to have more of them. And it seems that people are sweet enough to agree. So I suppose we will just have to see.
Yeah. So, what the possibility I want is it's a theory of that in season two. It's just that really brings it much more closure and seeing the like the time has been passed and seeing the relationship between Tomo and June. It really progresses of what they are, and maybe there would have been at least part of season two is that there might be the whole thing might be about their last days as high schoolers, and then something about moving on to like college or anything like that, what their future might be. So it might be interesting.
Yeah.
But my only gripe that I don't want to be is just forced writing of drama of just something of like the relationship might not be working, but that's something cliche that I don't want in something like drama like that. I just want there to be at least a reasonable excuse to how this is not working. It's not between them. It's about how the future is changing and how it might affect their relationship, like something
Right.
that's not forced. At least bringing some layers and depth of what is happening. That
Yeah.
is something we need to understand. Even if it might be coming together, we need to bring in a much more lesson and understanding of why this makes sense of why they can't just let this take over them. Just don't give us some forced drama for something like that. I hate that.
Yeah. I trust that whoever is in charge will take good care of it. if
Yeah,
that
but
even is a thing.
yeah, if you could travel the world with Tomo, where would you go?
I mean, it'd be easy for her because I just want to go visit her in Japan. I would want her to take me to all her favorite spots. And I really want to go to the Nintendo store and I want to see I want to see the Pokemon Center and all that stuff. And I don't know. She plays video games, so she'd probably be into that. Um, but yeah, I would want her to show me all her favorite spots and take me around Japan and show me the good stuff. So she wouldn't have to go anywhere. I would just travel to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be interesting to just travel the world. But you know what would be good? Is to go to New York, New
That
York,
is my favorite
New
place here. That's
York.
my favorite place to go ever. Um, yeah, but I don't know if she would particularly. I don't know what she would want to do in New York, but I think it would be more fun for me to go over there. But I love, yeah, New York is I mean, that's my favorite place to go in the country.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that's all the questions you come up with. But
All
maybe answer.
right,
Oh, I think you already answered that question. That is who is the voice actor doing again? Ruri or
Rico.
Rico? Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see.
Oh
Who are
yeah.
your favorite people to work with?
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to say anyone else because he's just one of my favorite people, like period. But Caitlin is also an incredible person to work with. She's a fantastic director. We always have so much fun. And then Helena, our engineer, like that trio, it was so nice to come in every week and just hang out with them. Um, I mean, shoot, everyone in the freaking cast, but like, working with because we record individually, so I don't get a chance to like work with a lot of people per se. Like getting to play opposite Rico, like I'll hear his stuff sometimes to play off of, like, when they play hit back what he's already recorded, and like playing off of Jade is hilarious, playing off of Sally is amazing. Like everybody's so good, but I mean, it's really tough to beat Rico because it's a very special situation. So he's just the best. But yeah, working with Caitlin as a director is also phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really interesting. You just how you just you bring, like, sometimes when you work, you really gain relationships and
Yeah,
and you
truly,
really,
truly, truly.
and that's the same with me. Like, I don't even know how I met my friend John, Thunder the Reacts. It's just that it's been so long, and how we came together to this point is just really insane. And
Mm-hmm.
now just meet people like you too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
special. It's very special.
yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what else. Hey Lexi, if you were stuck in a desert or an island, which character from Tomo-chan would you take?
Ooh, easy
Meg-
answer is Carol, because then she could
I
just
knew
like
it. I
pay
knew
for
you
a
were gonna say
boat.
that.
She could just like pay for, like, she's rich, so she could pay for us to get off the island.
Yeah, yeah. My choice would be Carol. Not something dirty or anything, but at
But
least
like,
by the
yeah, if
not
I
something
actually had to
dirty.
spend time with someone, like if we couldn't get off, I don't know. I want to say Tomo because I don't know, she's the one that I obviously identify
She
with, duh. But
is
I
a
feel like we
subscriber.
could build stuff. Like we would be able to like build some shelter and like figure out a way to, or if but I also feel like Misuzu would be able to be smart about it and like scheme some way to like contact someone or like
Yeah, so
get
like
us. Yeah.
anyone can be useful for such a situation like a desert or a stranded island. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Or
What
maybe
else?
I'd hang out with Captain Misaki, because then he'd just be nice to me, so we could just hang out and be chill and like figure out. I feel like we might be the least stressed because he would be really sweet and we'd just like patiently figure out a way to survive.
Before that, let me answer this. One more question from a fan. If you could give Tomo one piece of advice, what would it be?
Hmm. It really depends on like where she is on her journey. So like at what point in the show. So if it's just after everything, I would say let yourself be happy and don't overthink things and enjoy yourself and enjoy each other in the relationship, because you guys are, they do fit together so well and they are meant for each other. So I think that as long as they take some deep breaths and check in with each other emotionally as much as they can, I think they'll have a great time. So yeah, just be patient. Be patient with yourself. That is what I would tell her. I know that it's hard, but be patient with yourself because you're doing a good job, and I know you don't think you are. I know you don't think you're doing a good job, but you are doing a good job. That's what I would tell her.
Mhm. Okay, next is question for Lexi. What do you think are the most important themes or messages that viewers can take away from the story of Tomo-chan?
Yes, I love this. First and foremost, number one, people are going to love you for you. Do not try and be anything other than who you are and what you feel is truest to yourself. Um, because that's what we find out at the end, right? Is that she was trying so hard to do this, that, and the other to appear more girly when it was just her that he loved. And that's what he was trying to figure it out too, because he's like, I don't understand. This is like, I don't understand my feelings. This is so weird. I've always perceived her in this way. It doesn't matter how you present yourself. It's just you. People are going to fall in love with you no matter what you're presenting as. That's that's their journey that they have to figure out if it ends up being a gender thing. But whatever feels truest to you is going to, I think, speak deepest to whoever is meant for you.
Yeah, yeah, it really brings such an important thing on what we understand because right now someone who's just dealing with these complicated feelings and someone who's just thinking that you and this friend are a thing, you just felt like you just had to avoid that, and it just really brings you so it's kind of straining your stomach, like butterflies in your stomach, but more like moths in your stomach.
Yeah.
You have to undergo with that kind of pressure for a year. Until then, someone who convinced you to talk with them, and then you just get the consequence of just not talking with them for a year. It just shows that with someone you can't just hide away these type of feelings just because someone else might think that.
Right.
It really brings in such an understanding what the story of this show is.
Mm-hmm.
It's really amazing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. But my opinion that Tomo-chan is just one of the first animes that I've seen that they actually give passion and effort what they did in the show, and it really is amazing.
Yeah. I think it is a special one for sure. I'm very biased, but I think it's very special.
Oh yeah, there is. Um, what was you and the crew reaction to rewatching the final episode of Tomo-chan together?
Yeah, let's have this be the last little thing, and then I'll sign off. It was amazing. We all laughed so much. It was amazing to be able to watch it together. I had Rico sitting right next to me, so that was amazing. Like hearing him react to some of our interactions was like I don't know, it's just so special. Yeah, it was just a really really super special night, and it was so fun. And I really hope that more casts of these shows are able to do that because it's such a special experience, and that's so I don't know. It's just I can't believe that that's something that I got to do. So it's just it was amazing. We laughed so much, and it was all very special. And we were all very proud of each other for sure.
Yes, watching the show was really good, and the final episode, I know it might be the end, but I think what's left with 13 episodes will really risen what they have so far, and I don't think expanding upon it might work, but working with it now, it's just 13 episodes is really good, and hope it doesn't really destroy of how it might expand. But if there is a way that the might bring so much more passion, if there's a possibility of a season two, if it's a theory or not, it's just something we thinking about right now. But yeah. So Lexi, it was really great to have you back again.
Thank you for having me again. I'm so sorry about last time. That was so silly.
Yes, and we are. Yeah, I did. Yes, but it was just something that happens, and I wouldn't blame you for it. I know you're trying to be like no one else's fault. It might happen, but I'm really glad you're just an amazing person, and
Thank
it's
you
really
so
good to
much.
talk
That's
with
so
you.
kind.
Yeah, and hope maybe one day we'll meet each other in the future. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck
But
yeah.
for now, we're ending this, everyone. I really hope that you bring out much of your questions and hope that you have left out what you wanted to say. And maybe one day, everyone, I might talk to other people as well, just like Lexi. She's an amazing person, and I hope maybe you might be there as well. But for me, she's an amazing person in understanding much more of her life and how she's just an amazing person. It's really great.
Shucks. Wow. That.
And it's great. And so everyone, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, give us support on this channel, and make sure you support Lexi because I really hope that one day she'll get much more roles that she may take in the future in voice acting. And yeah, she's
Thank you,
pretty good.
everybody.
All right,
Woo!
everybody. All right, everyone. See you next time. Bye bye, and see you later.